Happy holidays. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Is this thing on? Are we live? Yes, we are live. Perfect. Hi guys. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I am on Canada time, apparently. Actually, I'm a little bit late because we've been trying to figure out what was going to happen with this little nugget, well, who is clearly awake. So we might have to go and get her. She's supposed to be having a nap right now, but clearly she isn't. There's my mother. Say hi, Mom.
Hello.
Mother is busy working on a sweater. I was just admiring her amazing and tall Christmas tree. Hey, Kenneth. Kenneth is watching. And I wanted to let you guys know that this little one may not make a cameo much more than this. She's supposed to be napping. Clearly she isn't. But I wanted to also just show you, this is her pile of stuff. Like this is not a display. This is how it was left after some playing this afternoon. So there's, classic holidays. There's tissue paper, there's toys, all the good times. Tammy says, beautiful tree. Greg says, congratulations on the birthday of your little one. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I think Mom's going to have to go get her because she's starting to cry. I'm going to set my camera up here in the kitchen. Look at how beautiful that tree looks, Mom. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to set this camera up here in the kitchen. There we go. Yay! So Mom's going to go get the baby so that she can come out and say hi because she's clearly not wanting to nap. How does this look? How's that look? Can you guys hear me okay? How are we doing? How is everybody? How was everybody's holidays? Holidaze with the D-A-Z-E. And I gotta say, she's calling you guys up here on my iPad so I can see who's watching. Rythmia is live. Okay, so there we go. Perfect. And then to see your comments, I just need to stand it up sideways. There we go. Okay, so turn down the volume. Perfect. So it is a cold, rainy, and somewhat dreary day here in Canada. Mom and I are just having a quiet day. We've been super busy doing family get-together stuff. My dad's whole family was here. My dad passed in 2011, but my mother still gets together. My whole family on his side of the family still gets together every Christmas. So we did that the day after we did that on Boxing Day. Oh, look who's awake. You want to say hi to all your fans? There's the Christmas angel. There's the Christmas angel. Say hi, guys. Hi, say hi, Leslie, who's watching from London. Who else? We got Tammy. She's busy looking over at Nana because she just loves Nana. Now Nana's behind the camera. Say hey, Cobes. Say happy holidays. Happy holidays, everybody. There's a smile. So, as you can see, she hasn't been on Facebook for a while, but look at how long this little girl is now. Look at the length of her. Look at how big she is. Oh my goodness, you're such a big girl. Little Cobster, she's rolling. Nana's making her excited from behind the camera. Oh, such a sweetheart that doesn't want to have naps. So I'm gonna let Nana enjoy time with this little angel. Say, look she's reaching for Nana. So Nana, take me. Oh, Coaster, you're such a sweetheart. Say bye. Bye-bye. Oh, my goodness. So she would be, by the way, Sujani. Is that how Sujani White? Am I saying that name wrong? She's saying hello from Utah. Tati's watching. Hello, Tati. Why am I not seeing the comments over here? Comments off, comments on. I should be seeing the comments, but I'm not. So I'm seeing them on my phone, so I'm sorry. I apologize, everyone, if I don't respond to you. I would like to, but I'm just not seeing them up on my iPad. So little Kobe Grace will be 5 months old on New Year's Eve. So that has flown by, to say the least. And they went downstairs. I was like, where did they go? They went downstairs. And everyone told me that it was going to fly by, and holy smokes, Shawnee. Oh, beautiful. Shawnee. That's a beautiful name. So thank you for joining in, Shawnee. I don't remember what I was saying, so I'm just going to move on. And I'm sorry about the moving camera. I'm going to try not lean on the kitchen table. I'm sitting in my mother's kitchen, and I called this Holidaze, because I really didn't know what I was going to do, because I never really know what to expect when I come home to Canada. But then I was thinking, Holidaze, I am in Canada where marijuana is legal. So I was like, maybe I'll do some cooking with marijuana. Yes, Catherine, she's super big. She's very tall. I think she was 90th percentile for height, my baby. So she's a very tall girl. So I was going to do a little baking with, baking with bud was what one of my ideas was. Woo! But then I decided maybe not, because marijuana is not legal all over the world. But it's interesting. My partner and I, we were in London, Ontario yesterday to visit friends, and we went shopping, and you can buy all the things now just at regular at stores, like CBD in pill form. You can buy all the different types of buds, just completely legal. We went and we had Kobe with us, and we were not allowed to bring her in, surprisingly. So Kobe and I actually went to a grocery store and did some food shopping while Father went in and picked up some marijuana. And I'm not going to do any marijuana baking today, just for the essence of time. I want to keep this video nice and short so everyone can go back to doing whatever it is that you're doing this beautiful holiday Sunday. But I did want to mention a couple of things while we were here. Holidays, all about traditions. And one of the traditions for us growing up in my family was my mother's homemade nuts and bolts. Catherine says my daughter's 11 months and your baby's as big as her. Yeah. And it's funny, before I could talk about this, there was on our flight home in PS, we took 2 connecting flights to all the way home here from Costa Rica. We're about 2 hours outside of Toronto right now. Kobe did not cry once, and we were on 2 flights. We were on an 8, it was, with all of the driving time, it was probably an 11-hour travel day, and she was phenomenal, did not cry or anything like that. But there was a 6-month-old baby who was on the plane with us who was half the size of Kobe. But it turns out that baby was actually born 3 months premature. So I guess technically she was born at 7 months in utero. Like she was only 7 months developed and she was born then. So she was a much tinier baby at 6 months here on Earth. And it was really incredible to see the difference in the sizes. Anyways, my mother's homemade nuts and bolts, and I use the term homemade loosely because it is a lot of prepackaged ingredients, but my mother has always made these, and when I was growing up, instead of these cheese sticks, she had cheese balls in it, and she would make this awesome butter-based sauce that she would, with all these special seasonings and spices, and then bake this, and it's phenomenal. So my mom always has that kicking around. Really, really good. I'll get the recipe from her and share it with you guys because it's a great little treat. And the Holidaze is about treats. So and I'm just showing this because this was not a display. This was just what my mom had out this morning because we had some people over for coffee. Longtime friends of the family came by for coffee. So these are like graham cracker chocolate marshmallow squares. Delicious. And then my mother has made these awesome wafer thin oatmeal cookies that she made a date puree. So the idea, and I'm not sure where the date puree is, but you take the one cookie, you date puree it in the middle, and make a little sandwich. So good. But look at how wafer thin these are. So these are not vegan or sugar-free by any stretch of the imagination, but that's what Christmas can be all about when it comes to the food. But what I am going to show you guys today is a recipe that is really, really easy. And I know that a lot of people still have time off. They're still doing family get-togethers. I know my Donker side of the family is doing their Christmas on, I think, next Saturday, which is like January 4th or something like that. So if you're having to come up with an appetizer or an hors d'oeuvre recipe, I wanted to show you guys this one because it's really easy. It is as vegan as you want it to be, and it is a dip. It is a cashew spinach artichoke dip. So we all know this, classic artichoke spinach dip. It's tons of cheese and stuff like that in there. But today I'm going to show you the vegan version, and I'm just going to walk through the steps because I don't need to show you guys. It's really, really easy. So right here I've got all of the ingredients laid out, not in proper measurement, obviously. I just wanted to show you guys the ingredients. So what do I have here? The base is going to be raw cashews. So it's it's 2 cups of raw cashews, and I'll put this recipe in the comments after. So in the food processor, so I've got the food processor bowl here, so I just combined it all in here. It was 2 cups. Oh, look, now I can see all the comments. Hooray! Greg saying hello. Tammy saying, where in Canada? I'm in Vancouver. So I am near Taranaki, about 2 hours, closer to London, Ontario, southwestern Ontario, off of Lake Huron. Catherine saying hello. Tammy saying, oh, Adrian Thompson, I miss you too. Thank you for tuning in, sweetheart. Laura saying hello from Las Vegas. What a cute baby. Well, obviously. Just kidding. Maybe we'll have her come and say goodbye. So if you're just tuning in a little bit late, you can see little Kobe Grace. She's downstairs playing in the basement with Nana currently. Back to the recipe. So I'm gonna put the actual measurements in the comments, but you can write this down. It was 2 cups of raw cashews, about 3 tablespoons or the juice of 1 small lemon. And these lemons I love. We can't get these very easily in Costa Rica, so I'm very excited. I've been using that in everything. It is 1 680 gram bottle or jar of artichoke hearts. Let me double check that I got that measurement right. I'm always mixing up my millimeters and grams and stuff. It was 680 milliliter. Oh, look at my socks, by the way. Yoga socks, because I've run out of socks that are clean, so I had to wear my yoga socks today. Ridiculous. My mother was like, what are those on your feet? They have grips on them, so they feel very interesting on the hardwood floor. Okay, so back to the recipe. 2 cups raw cashews. Juice of 1 small lemon. 680 milliliter jar of artichoke hearts, marinated is best. 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. Teaspoon of Dijon mustard, that's what this is right here. A good pinch, maybe a 3/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt. So this is just some thick, coarse sea salt. And about 2 cups of baby spinach or whatever spinach you can get your hands on. And all you do is you throw that into your food processor with about 3/4 of a cup of milk. So you can use any milk you want. You can use, like for this, cashew milk would be great, since raw cashew is the base. You could use almond milk, any vegan milk you want, or if you're not worried about it being vegan, use regular milk. And the higher fat, like the fattier, the better, because we're going to be baking this off to make it like into a cheesy dessert. I'm not even looking at the camera. Where am I looking? I'm like, hi guys, so good to connect with you. So there's the recipes. I'm actually going to post this on my Instagram because I took a picture of that plate. I'll post the recipe on Instagram. And then the Rythmia Instagram will probably share that so that it'll be all over the interwebs like that, really easy. And I'll put the recipe in the comments here as well. So then you just put it in the food processor. So that's what I've gone and done here. And I blended it up to like get nice. See, look at that, beautiful color. So this is our spinach dip. So it's a nice consistency, just enough to break down the garlic and the cashews, so it looks like a thick pesto. And then you want to put it into ramekins to bake, because I like to do this individual for like dinner parties and stuff as well, so that's what we're doing today. So instead of ramekins, because my mother doesn't have them, we're using these oven-safe mugs. So these are just little black mugs. My mom has a set of 8. She keeps them around for making like individual desserts and things like that. So that's what I decided to use today. So this one's empty, but what I would do is, well, hello. I'm just gonna bend over. I would fill it, just using a spoon here, scoop it in. You could do this in one big, like a big baking tray. You could double it up. So if this was like for a single serving for snacks, I would just put about that much in. You could do it in something like this, like double the recipe and bake it off in a tray like this for a party, for a crowd, and then serve it with like crudité and stuff like that. But I've gone ahead and done it in the little ramekins. Magic of television. We have 2 that I've done here, and you bake it at like 425 for like 10-15 minutes, and then, sorry guys, cutting my head off, and then you just broil it at the end. It's a little bit warm. It's a little bit warm. I'm gonna show you guys. Look at that. See, it's got a little bit of a brown yummy crust on the top, and look at this. Look at that. What? Look at that steam. So good. And that way you can do, before you serve it, like for an individual one, I'm just reaching over here. You could take one of these pieces of artichoke, put it on top. Fresh parsley, mint, a little bit of extra fresh basil or something like that sprinkled on top would be really, really good. But look, doesn't that look good? I'm burning my fingers because this is fresh out of the oven. That is a really, 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 really easy vegan take on a party favorite. So your spinach artichoke dip. That's it. So good. Yes, Nikki says yum. I'm gonna make that soon. I'm gonna put this recipe in the comments because I think it's really delicious and I think that you guys would, would be good to have for in a pinch. Because most of us usually have, no we don't. I was just gonna say most of us usually have artichokes kicking around in the cupboard, but we don't. I had to go out and buy it myself. But back home, I normally do. You can buy the ingredients and keep them on hand for last minute. Anytime you need a last minute dip to bring to a party or something like that, or even an appetizer for a dinner party, this is a good recipe to just keep those basics on hand. Quickly comes together and it's delicious, and you can add in cheese and do it that way if you want, but this is just the vegan version, which is really good if you're going to a party where you don't know if anyone there has food allergies or special diet restrictions, because a lot of people do these days, and this is a great one because it's gluten-free and it's vegan. Jude says, good, very hot morning from Australia. So it's Monday morning for you, Jude. Okay, you guys, so question, what do you guys want to see from on these Facebook Lives in the coming weeks this year? We're moving into 2020. I was going to talk a little bit about the new year and all of that, but really I'm not one for resolutions, especially when it comes to diet and fitness, because that's just like, I'm not going to get into it, but going on a diet because it's the new year seems so silly to me. But I do want to talk about new ideas because it is the new year. So if there's anything you guys want to see in the coming weeks, please tell me. I've come up with a couple of ideas. Let me run them by you. I was thinking to do a whole thing on black garlic because I always have black garlic in the house. It's available at my grocery store in Tamarindo, strangely, and I've had a lot of people asking me what the heck to do with it. So I've got a couple of recipes I could show you guys that would be think about doing a Facebook Live on that. What else? I have made notes here. I was thinking about doing a Facebook Live on milk. Not necessarily eating milk, but all of the other great things that you can do with milk, as like a stain remover, and different things like that. So I don't know if you guys would be curious about that, and we'll talk about goat's milk. Yes, me too. I think the same. Why Catherine Lightfoot says. What else was I thinking about doing? I was gonna do a bit more of the vegan cheese sauce recipes because people seem to like that. What do you guys think? Please let me know. I'm also going to be talking about doing a lot more of these Facebook Lives, just talking about food philosophy and getting more into why I think dieting is stupid. Just the whole mentality around I'm on a diet. I hate that. So I'm going to talk a bit about that and why, as well as many different ideas I have about food and philosophy and what's the easiest way that we can improve our relationship with food. So that's what I'm thinking, but if you guys have any ideas about what you want to see in the new year, please let me know. I'm also going to be doing another Facebook Live starting in the next few weeks that will be completely unfood related. It's another Facebook Live for Rythmia, so I'm looking forward to that. I will announce more details very soon. I just have to get with Jerry to talk about some details, but that will be coming up in the next few weeks. So I look forward to sharing with you all that exciting news to come very, very soon. Leslie is saying anything vegan. What else here? We've got, Nikki says, can you do any vegan and gluten-free desserts, please? It's hard to find gluten-free desserts without eggs. Okay, so we can do that. A lot of the desserts that I do on these lives are no bake, only because of the timeline. I like to try to show you guys stuff from beginning to end during this live, but I can definitely come up with different areas. Stella says, thank you from Athens, Greece. Holy smokes, we got people watching from all over to this week, you guys. Super cool. I almost didn't do a live today because it's still the holidays, but I talked to Jerry yesterday and I said, do you want me to do one? He said, sure, if you want to. So I'm happy to be here and I'm really excited to share with you guys a little bit of my home life. Happy you guys got to see Miss Kobe Grace and my mama, aka Nana. We are here for a couple of more days, actually just one more day tomorrow, and then we're flying back to Costa Rica on Tuesday. So I look forward to seeing everyone that is at Rythmia already this week. We reopened yesterday and we are sold out pretty much, I think, for the coming month or so at least. So I'm looking forward to meeting and seeing everyone there. If you are tuning in right now and heading to Rythmia anytime in the next year, can't wait to see you. Happy New Year and happy 2020, everyone. Happy 5 months to Kobe. And we will see you guys next week. Please, again, let me know in the comments any topics you would like to see. And I wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful, restful rest of your Sunday. Ciao for now. Love you guys. Bye.